reaction. Now, we want to take it a step further. We don't want to just stay at the surface level of most people where they just have emotional responses to everything. We work in the nuance and the subtlety and the reality of things. So first and foremost, my goal is never to try to convince anybody. It's never to debate anybody. My name is Ranbir Sangera. I have about 13 years of experience. I've owned a gym for 10 years and been coaching since 2012. I've coached people online since 2015. And not only did I, go from excruciating back pain in my early 20s and went on to get jacked and athletic for the first time in my life, and figured out how to get as lean as I want in any situation that I want. But I've helped, a lot of people years. So I'm not trying to debate anybody. I have learned from the best people in the world. I constantly have coaching myself. So the point is not to debate people, okay? The point is, if you, as the person watching this, see this, and if I can help you close the gap in a peaceful, enjoyable way, that's really the goal here, right? And that's a big thing. Like, we want to do things peacefully and enjoyably, okay? So anyways, because there's a lot of ways you can do it, and we want to do it. First and foremost, people love to push on McDonald's and all the chemicals and all the foods, and dyes, and etc., etc. All right, now look, this is called having nuance and subtlety. I would love for there to be just 100% real foods, with ingredients, without, artificial things, right? Because some of my favorite foods, they're just real foods. Meat, chicken, steak, potatoes, rice. Those are some of the best tasting foods on the planet. But you can also make a burger and some fries and not need all the ingredients or chemicals that they put in. Now, again, the impact that people think that has on their body needs to have a little bit of context. So when people think about, oh my God, these chemicals are bad and McDonald's is bad for you and blah, in the context of you being 50 pounds overweight, not having any physical strength, and having zero cardiovascular health, the chemicals in the thing don't really matter, right? What's going to be more important, the thing that's having the biggest negative impact on your health is being overweight and being weak physically, and getting, not having any lung capacity. That's having more of an impact on your health than anything else. Okay, so if you start to lose fat by counting calories or whatever method, and you're still maybe eating McDonald's or whatever, your health markers will 100% improve, especially if you start to lift weights and start getting your heart rate up, on a regular basis. And the best way to do it is you just go and you try it, because like I said, people love to debate and get and talk shit. But if you want to try it, or if you want to find out, just you go ahead and do it, and then you're gonna find out, right? And that's the beauty about truth can be experienced, and all you have to do is try the thing. So, I would highly suggest that, there's a couple of people that have done great studies on this, or like experiments publicly. One of them is my really good friend Jordan Syed. He did an experiment publicly on his YouTube and his Instagram about eating a Big Mac a day every day for 30 days. And then he tracked and monitored all the health markers, etc. So it's a great video series. And there's the ice cream experiments, there's the Twinkie diet. But the point is, when you control for calories and you lose body fat, especially if you pair this with lifting and conditioning, all your health markers improve and you lose fat, right? So bringing it back around to the burrito diet, the whole purpose of the burrito diet is to teach you how to navigate navigate the world of food, and be able to stay lean, get lean and stay lean in the most peaceful, the most enjoyable way possible. Okay? People put too much drama into food and nutrition and training and exercise, which is one of the reasons why still most people are struggling with this. Like, how is it that 80% of the US population is overweight, more than 50 is obese, and I think the children's statistics now are 30% of children are obese, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty high. And one of the reasons is that people just bring so much drama and conflict, and so what they end up doing is they're at war with themselves. They're at constantly. So like somebody told me the other day, it's like, oh man, I feel so bad. I missed my workout. I shouldn't have gone out the night before. I'm like, dude, relax. Like, give yourself a little grace. You're not gonna, like, nothing bad is gonna happen if you skip one workout, right? Like, did you have a good time? Like, he went with his wife. I was like, did you have a good time? Yes. Do you go often with your wife? No. Okay, so take a deep breath. Everything is fine. But what that guilt and that shame is gonna do, it's gonna make him feel bad, and then the following day he's gonna feel bad, so he's gonna maybe eat more food than he normally would. So it's like that downward spiral where you have a negative reaction, a fast negative reaction to something undesirable, and then you feel bad about that, and then since you feel bad, then you do something that further takes you away from your goal. So now you feel bad about feeling bad, and so that's what that spiral, looks like. Dr. Kashi calls that the stimulus response outcome cycle. Another great person to follow, Dr. Trevor Kashi. He actually coached me for quite a few years as well. He's a good friend of mine, and extremely smart and reasonable source of information. And that's another thing, like, you should be looking for reasonable and extremely intelligent sources of information, not just people trying to sell you a bunch of crap. Not that they can't have good information, but you just gotta filter it a little bit better, right? Because they have an incentive to persuade you in one way or another. But the point that I was kind of getting at is that, people are constantly at war with themselves, with the food industry, with the bad people who are eating chemicals. Like, that's why it doesn't work. It's preference, right? Like, what is your preference? Do you want to go about this in a stressful, forceful way, or do you want to go about this in a relaxed, enjoyable, peaceful way? Because both are possible. And so if peaceful and enjoyable is the route that you want to take, then my suggestion is, take a second. And this is what, at my gym, San Jose Barbell, we used to have the 3 E's. The second E was equanimity, meaning evenness of temper, giving yourself space between something that happens and then your response to it. So, you can't just if you go online, you'll find it right away, people just talking shit, oh, the carnivore diet is this, that, blah, 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 and the keto diet, and then this diet, and this diet. This is for you. If you want to lose fat, all you have to do is pick the option or the path that sounds enjoyable to you. You don't need to debate with other idiots on the internet about why they're wrong. Doesn't have any correlation or connection to you going in the kitchen, eating your food, or going to the gym and doing your workouts, right? And so just a little reminder for today. As always, if you're in San Jose, feel free to shoot me a message. We've been doing Sunday strength sessions with all the old people from the original San Jose Barbell. So that's been a lot of fun. And if you want my help, just shoot me a message on Instagram. And just a reminder, you can 100% get as lean and as strong as you want. If I can do it, there's tons of examples of people doing it, then so can you. And it doesn't actually take that much. We're looking for the appropriate dose. We're looking for the minimum effective dose. I'll end it with this because I'm about to arrive here. My dad, I've been trying to get him to work out. I've talked to him. He's like, oh, this hurts, that hurts, and this problem and that problem. And I think he's 66. And I always tell him he goes too hard, and then he gets too sore, and then he doesn't continue after a week. So this time around, I was like, you know what? We're doing 20 minutes because that's all you need. You can get a phenomenal workout, 20 minutes on a daily basis, right? And not even on a daily basis. We're right now doing about 3 to 4 days a week. So, we get up at 6, we go down to the garage gym at 6:30. We do a few warm-up things, and then we hit one main lift, and then there's other pieces that I want him to work on, and then 21 minutes later, we're done. So that minimum effective dosage is very important, because again, just people feeling bad about skipping a workout, another thing is that, oh, well, if I can't get an hour-long workout, then what's the point? The hour-long workout is completely made up. That's a made-up thing. If you did 10 minutes per day of some type of activity or movement, strength training, getting your heart rate up, you would definitely feel the effects of that. And you can transform your body in as little as 10 minutes a day, especially if you're on top of figuring out your nutrition. So anyway, that's all. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and